Hi, everybody. If you do not know me, my name is Emily Finnell, and I am a legacy six-star diamond. And I'm so excited to share with you guys today. My topic today is my favorite thing in the world, which is mindset. But we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do what I refer to as value work. So it's kind of maybe a new spin on mindset work. But what I want to do is equip you with a really simple three-step activity that's going to get you out of burnout, out of when you're in a funk and you don't feel like doing anything, and back into aligned activity in your business. Now, um, who here has ever felt burnout? Or like maybe that like funky spot where you like don't want to do the things you know you should be doing in your business. Okay, so you probably aren't in that space right now. You might be, but most of you in this group, especially this early in the month, are not in that space. But I want you to practice this. It's going to be good for you to do even when you're in a good headspace and when you're not in that funky spot. But more than anything, I want you to practice doing it. So the next time you are feeling that burnout, feeling that funky spot, you are going to be able to pull this worksheet back out and get to work, and you're going to love the results. So before we even get started, I want you guys to just take a breath. We get so in our heads and we feel so scattered sometimes. It's so important that we take a deep, what I call heart breath. So if you just want to breathe a little bit deeper and a little bit slower, feel yourself drop down into your body. That's going to calm your nervous system, but more than anything, it's going to get you present, and that will make you more receptive to what I'm about to share. Now, this three-step process that I'm teaching you, you guys can use this in any part of your life. You can use it in your marriage, in your friendships, um, in parenting. But obviously today we're going to focus on it with your plexus business. So I have coached a whole lot of women that experience this kind of burnout, or I don't want to do the things. And what I find is a lot of times when they're doing that, or when they're in that space, they're out of alignment with their own personal values, their own personal truth, which is rooted in their values. Okay. So this is different from getting out of your comfort zone and stepping into your edges of your fears and, all of that. This is different. This is getting you in alignment. So when we are talking about your unique truth, we are going to come back to your values. So the first thing I want you to do is you are going to I put together a little star diamond worksheet for you. I was a special ed teacher before Plexus. And so, um, this is how my brain works. So I created a little worksheet for you. Hopefully you guys can see this. Now, if you are looking at it, you might see that, oops, let me make sure I can, it's kind of a long list. So it might be a little bit hard to see on this video. So I recommend, I'm putting the link for this is in the post. So you can go ahead and look at it from there, print it out, look at it on your phone, whatever. But your step one is to look at all of these different values, and you're going to feel like you identify with a lot of them, but I want you to pick your top 5. So identify your top 5 values from this list. That is step 1. Okay. Now what you're going to do from there is you're going to ask yourself this question. Which of these top 5 values is showing up least in my business right now? So example, maybe one of your top 5 values is connection, and you might be doing amazing in this group and really doing all your IPA and working your business really well, but you don't feel deeply connected to anyone in your business. So maybe you're reaching out, but you're not having that deep level of communication that you're desiring, or sorry, connection that you're desiring. Or maybe it's gratitude. Maybe you're so focused on your goals and you're running and so focused on where the future, where you're going, that you haven't taken a moment to sit down and actually realize how far you've come and sit in that gratitude. So step 2 is to identify which value is showing up least in your business right now. And then step 3 is to find one action step that you're going to be taking to get more aligned with that value in your business. So I recommend writing down a few different options and then deciding which one feels exciting and fun for you to take. So an example of this is if you are feeling like the connection one is not showing up in your business, you might want to just reach out to one of your VIPs and invite them out for coffee. Or maybe one day this week, instead of doing your IPA over Messenger and just messaging people, you're going to pick up your phone and call all of those people on your list today. Or maybe you're just going to reach out to two of your leaders, pick up your phone and call two different leaders today and connect with them and just get that deeper level of connection you're craving. So you'll write a list of a few things like that and then pick which one do I want to take action on right now. Okay. Another example is the gratitude one. What you could do is you could just take a few minutes to write down or think back what life looked like before Plexus and then how life has changed because of Plexus, financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically. What changes have you seen? And then allow yourself to sit in that gratitude. Or maybe you can call your sponsor and tell them, thank you. Thank you for sharing Plexus with me, and sit in the gratitude for them sharing with you. Or maybe just going to your virtual office and scrolling through the names of the people who've joined you and sit in that gratitude of how you've impacted their lives. Okay, so those are just some examples. You would go through and pick which one feels good right now. So those are both pretty simple ones. But what if you're really struggling with this value and you're like, oh gosh, I don't really know how to, what action to take? I also I put together a little worksheet so you're able to go through these 3 steps and have a lot of clarity around them. But I put some questions in there at the bottom for if you're feeling stuck to kind of maybe peel back the layers a little and go a little deeper. So I'm going to give you an example of one that I experienced. So I had the word trust. I felt like I was struggling with trust in my business. And so I had to ask myself, what does trust look like in this business? And when I asked myself that question, a couple things came up. I have to trust that the products work, right? I have to trust that the comp plan works. I have to trust that I'm making a difference in people's lives. I have to trust that my leaders on my team will show up. I have to trust that I'm doing my job as a leader. I have to trust that I'm doing my job as a sponsor. I have to trust that I'm doing well in customer service, right? So you see all this list of trusts. So I wanted to do an example of one that might come up for you guys. You have to trust that other people are open to trying Plexus. Does anybody struggle with that belief that you trust that people are open to trying Plexus? And then another question I gave you to peel back the layers is, when in your business did you maybe have this trust or have this value showing up? And what were you doing to create that? So if I asked myself, when did I really trust that people wanted to try Plexus? It was at the beginning when I first got started. When I asked myself, what was I doing during that time? I was a special education teacher, and every morning when I drove to school, you guys, I would pray the same prayer. God, you know who needs these products. You know who needs this business. I trust that you will bring them to me and speak through me in my posts and in my in-person communication, right? So it really brought me grounded in that trust every day. And as I was grounded in that trusting that people need these products and that they're receptive to them, I started to see that more and more. So maybe that could be the action step, is for you to pray daily or put it out there daily that you trust that people need these products. You trust that God will bring them to you and speak through you to help people. So you guys, there's so much amazingness in doing this value work, and I'm actually going to go live later today and share with you a little bit a different spin on the value work that's going to be so impactful as well. But what I challenge you to do today is to go through this 3-step process. I will put the worksheet. Oh, let me show you the worksheet really quick, just so you can see what it will look like. Share the screen. Nope. Sorry, I picked the wrong thing. Here we go. Okay. So this is the worksheet. You can see it's got all 3 steps, and it's got those questions at the end if you're stuck. Now, when you're using the 3-step method, by the end, when you're getting into that action, you should feel peace or maybe excited or joy, because the action step you're about to take is getting you aligned with what you value in this business. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited for you guys to try it out. Remember, try it now, but also keep this worksheet in your back pocket for the next time you're kind of in a funky spot and you are needing to get back into inspired action in your business. And my giveaway is Lululemon crossbody, my favorite. I love it. I use it every day. So I thought that'd be a fun giveaway. So what you're going to do to be eligible for earning that or winning that is you're going to put in the chat which one of your values is showing up least, and then what is the action step you're taking today to get in alignment with that value in your business. I'm so excited to see how this works for you guys, and I will see you later today in my live where we're going to do another spin on the value work. Thanks.